Well, amigos, what is up? Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy something rather. I think it's the third one, I'm not sure. It's actually a Let's Play. If Audacity crashes on me again, I'm going to punch it in the throat. And yes, I realize that computer programs don't have throats, so you can imagine the severity of the situation. Like, I'm gonna cut you with a hammer. Hammers don't usually cut. So you can imagine the severity of this entire situation. Or however that went. It's been so long since I've seen that video, oh my god. I remember it being funny to me when I was in like 8th grade. Because that's when Smash Bros. Brawl came out. Something about cutting children with hammers, and I was excited for that. Still kind of am. I mean, I'm not... I am open to the thought. If anyone needs to do it, I would probably not get in their way. Someone think of the children, and I'm just like, yes, think of the children. Think of cutting them with a hammer, though. What are we doing anyway, besides, well, making myself seem like an even bigger asshole than usual? Which, kind of impressive, really. I believe we actually need to go to Felgabard, maybe? I need to track down the ultimate blacksmith, and to be fair, I don't know where she is. I think she may be in Felgabard. I am not entirely sure. She might not be. Might be out of my gourd on this one, but hopefully not. Because now that we've opened the door to Eureka, we can probably get something. Hello, Felgabard. How are you? Oh, hey! Hello. Hello there, ultimate blacksmith. Have I told you that you're kind of pretty? She kind of is. Alright, so now we get to have her work on that orichalcum. And she's gonna go off and do that. And she went off and did that. Alright. I was expecting you to stand perfectly still in this field for an hour. Obtain the Ultima weapon. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. All right. And now that we've gotten the Ultima weapon, I need to cover three things actually. First off, I gave Ark the Elder Staff that we got in the last episode from the Scylla, so that's nice. Also, the Ultima weapon. The Ultima weapon is the ultimate weapon, and for good reason. This thing has a huge amount of attack power, and I don't know how many classes can equip it. Basically, anything that can use a sword can equip it. So, as you can see, we can't equip it, but Luneth certainly can. The Ultima weapon is also good for massively inflating all of your stats. Look at that. Luneth is going to deal so much damage. Oh my goodness gracious. Which is exactly why I'm not actually going to use it yet. That might become apparent later, but for now, I'm not going to use the Ultima weapon. I used the Ultima weapon in my first run of the PC version, and yes, Raphael with the Ultima weapon did do a lot of cool things. More than Viking Luneth did. But I'm not going to be using it quite yet because I kinda want for the final boss to be something of a challenge. We're going into the Crystal Tower. I have said that it is the second to last area of the game. I don't spoil too much about the last area of the game, but the Crystal Tower does come in 2 flavors, I will say that. But when we reach the final flavor, the final boss flavor, delicious final boss flavor, then we're gonna be using the Ultima weapon probably because final boss is still pretty difficult, and I'm not gonna mince words here. We're probably gonna be fairly under level for the final boss. I fought the final boss in the practice run at level 56. You should probably be level 60 when you fight the final boss. So that's kind of an indicator on what we're up against, and I really wish I could just like fly over the Ancient's Labyrinth and go to the Crystal Tower, but I can't. Unless somebody modded it. If somebody were to mod it, it would save so much time. It would save me so much bullshit going through everywhere again. I'm gonna heal up. Okay, now that we've healed up, I'm gonna meet you guys back at the Crystal Tower. Getting sick of this shit, game. And we're back. And here's the Crystal Tower. Yeah. Alright, so the Crystal Tower is the last-ish area of the game. I guess I can say that the Crystal Tower is separated into two parts. There's the easy part and the tedious part. I'll have to say that. Now, we're in the easy part right now. Most of the enemies we encounter on the first couple floors are pretty easy, and there's a reason why I consider both sections of the tower to be their own separate areas. Because sometimes it's kind of a fucking nightmare getting through the other areas of the game. This area alone is basically just a lot of checkpoint starvation, because the Circus Tower, Crystal Tower, whatever you want to call it, the Circus Afro, whatever you want to call it, is without a doubt the longest dungeon. And you have to go for so long without having a save. It just gets kind of crazy. Now I got an Elven Bow and a Chocobo's Wrath. And this is also the dungeon where we start encountering a lot of boss recolors. Like, okay, we saw some boss recoloring in previous dungeons, like the Salamander got a lot of palette swaps. We see the Doga and Une clones. But this dungeon just like goes crazy with the recolored bosses. Also Flame. That did a lot. Yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. I'll just roll with it. You're just a fat guy that hovers in the air. Hovers. Hover, wibble wobble. But he falls down. So we're gonna have to keep up on Ark's MP. I am not planning on using any elixirs, but we might have to if the situation calls for it. There's another Chocobo's Wrath, I believe. There's also some... see what I mean about the whole boss recolor thing? It's just like, so far every enemy we've encountered in this dungeon is a recolor of a boss we've already killed. And the recolors aren't really that threatening, to be honest. Okay, they do have some kind of dickish attacks, but they're not really that bad. Like Drain here. Drain is pretty bad, because... oh, never mind. It was like legitimately bad. I thought it would be like an actually like, oh shit, we are of the fucked. But no, not really. Cool. Awesome. But it's in the later area of this dungeon where the enemies just feel like a pain in the ass to fight. Because they take a while, and this dungeon has like enemies fucking everywhere. Oh yeah, we should probably give the magics to these guys. Let's have you learn Catastra. Leviat. Oh right, because they're down there. Okay, cool. And have you learn Arise and Holy. What's in this chest? Probably some crystal equipment. No, just a white musk. Okay. Now, I will admit that my decision last episode to buy crystal equipment probably was a dumb idea in hindsight, because this dungeon gives you a lot of crystal equipment. I believe you basically get a full set of crystal equips. So in case you're running like another armored class, like say if we wanted to switch Ingus to Viking or switch Ingus to Dragoon or Knight, you can outfit them with crystal equipment. So you will probably have, if you haven't bought any crystal equipment, you'll probably have 2 full sets worth of crystal equips by the time you leave this dungeon. So that's certainly something. Or Lilith's Kiss. Now, Lilith is such a weird word. Oh man. Recently I've been trying to roll my R's for a lot of things and stuff because, oh hey, I'm Spanish. I have to go by the stereotype of I need to know how to roll my R's. Obviously. Or I could be a Japanese juvenile delinquent, because in fiction they roll their R's a lot. Ah, good old Japan. Coming up with weird things. Their juvenile delinquents have pompadours. I like that about them. The juvenile delinquents in my school had pompadours. Then again, I also wish I had a motorcycle voiced by Norio Wakamoto, but we can't have everything now, can we? Oh man, I would totally love a Wakamoto cycle. That would just be so good. So good. I'd love that video. Oh well. Oh yeah, these guys are also assholes, but they're actually the best enemy in the game for grinding levels. Basically, if you leave at least one of those little weird puddings with mustaches alive, they summon these guys. These guys have absolute shit for defense and cast magic. See, what did I tell you? Absolute shit for defense. And as long as you keep the mustache pudding things alive, you can get like a ton of experience points just farming off of the... what are the wizard things? Kumkums? Kumkums? Kumquats? I'm just gonna keep calling them kumquats. Okay, there's a treasure chest down here, that's good. I like the crystal tower though, it's pleasant. It's pretty. It's prettiful. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of the girl that I liked in high school. She was pretty. Except she rejected me. So now I hate girls. Gonna create a fake internet movement about it. And make it like, seem like I'm doing game journalism. When in actuality, I'm just a fucking idiot. Okay, you know, I probably shouldn't be talking about Gamergate. That is just a can of worms that no one should really be opening all that much, but... if you don't know what Gamergate is, first off, I envy you. Just saying, but second off, it's some movement online that I believe it started from sites like 4chan, and the recent 8chan has a lot of it. And I don't know the full details of it, so I'm just going off of what I know. But there's some woman named Zoe Quinn, and she was accused of having slept with a dude to get her game reviewed. And the allegations turned out to be false, or at least as far as I'm aware. But people apparently didn't like that a girl was doing something that, you know, girls can do, and decided to rally a movement around it, and basically anyone who's like a girl in the games industry and is a feminist and stuff is getting targeted by people in Gamergate. So, yeah. They're kind of a bunch of assholes. Just throwing that out there. Hey, what? And using the power of the Circus Key, the Syracuse Key, we've opened up the way to the Crystal Tower. Now for the fun part. The last area of the game. the Crystal Tower climb. You thought it was bad before, but now you've reached the point of checkpoint starvation. Thankfully there's elixirs around though. Basically this dungeon is just... it's fucking massive too. And the fact that I'm talking over all the enemy encounters probably isn't doing me too many favors, but this is just a huge ass dungeon. And we're punching wizards and hitting them with our sticks. That sounds dirty, actually. Never mind. You don't always have to punch wizards with your sticks. You can just stab them instead. This message brought to you by Refio, stabbing wizards since 1990. 1990, 2007, yes. Yes, we've solved time. I'm probably not gonna get all the chests in this area, to be honest. I'll try to get as many as I can, but no guarantees because I don't remember where all of them are. And in this dungeon, it's very easy to accidentally go the correct path. Also, wow, lightning bolts. You know you've reached the end game when Aga level stuff isn't quite doing it for the enemies anymore? And I guess to be fair, like, Ingus actually has some pretty good magic defense going on. He's got second highest in the party, actually. I don't know why I sounded like I was about to cry. No, that he's got the second highest. Okay, he's got the second highest magic defense in the party. Stop making me sad. I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy. I don't like to play with people. Alright. Oop, there we go with Firaga. How you doing, everybody? Ah, good old Firaga, the most obnoxious spell in the LP library. LP library. Press L to P an entire library. That is talent. That's comedy. But is it art? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, hello! Purple guy! Purple Goldor Platinal is this guy's name. Platinal the trendy. Or more like Platinal the finish me, please. Just kill me, pull me out of my misery. He's got a lot of defense. He's got a lot of attack. He's not got a lot of attack, actually. This is also, I guess this is where the game's enemies start doing a little bit more damage. Like, for the most part, most of the enemies we've been fighting so far have been dealing triple-digit damage. This is the dungeon where enemies start to deal high-level triple-digit damage and four-digit damage a little bit more often, I guess? What would 4 digits be? Like, I know there's single, double, and triple. Would it be quadruple, quadraxis, ninjas? Quadraxis ninjas, shinobi, actually. Wait, these don't look like shinobi. Or at least as far as Senran Kagura has taught me. Shinobis are supposed to wear sweater vests. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to ninjas and sweater vests, to be fair. I mean, I think these fine young men could pull the look off. I'll just say that. I am not one to judge, but I am one to give fashion tips to brightly colored ninja, apparently. So, that's cool. You know what? One of these, I'm gonna have to find another game I've been playing on the eShop to shut up about ninja boobs. Let's talk about Gunvolt. Let's talk about Gunvolt and how good of a game that is. Azure Striker Gunvolt is a very good game. There, that was a discussion. That was a color. Purple is a color. too bad. Waluigi time. Alright. Okay. Third is actually getting a little... Oh, right, we're poisoned, too. That's cool. Oh, we're blinded! Wow. That is something I was not expecting, actually. Do I want to use Esuna? No, I think I'd rather just spend the MP with that. There we go. There we go! What's up here? Treasure chest? No, dead end. Oh, this is gonna be obnoxious, isn't it? Hello, we are dead ends. Pleased to meet you. Yes, there are a lot of us in this dungeon. Some with treasure chests. Alright, let's find someone to talk about. I think I was talking earlier about Azure Striker Gunvolt. Let's talk a little bit about Azure Striker Gunvolt. Gunvolt is a very good game. You should probably get it if you own the 3DS. And if you like ninjas. There actually aren't... Well, no, there actually are ninjas in Gunvolt. That works out, actually. Ninjas are very relevant to Gunvolt. They're also annoying enemies to kill in Gunvolt, because ninjas, obviously. Obviously. Poisonly. I prefer the air. But no, if you own a 3DS, you should probably get Azure Striker Gunvolt. It's a pretty good game. It's definitely worth the $15. Feels very well made, because it's by Intercreates, who made Mega Man Zero, so that's kind of awesome. The one thing I guess I do have to say about it is... I feel like it needs more weapon variety, honestly. Like, there's all the guns that have different effects, but I don't know if it's possible to upgrade the guns to have different capabilities, but I want to continuously, like, have guns that can tag, like, a bunch of things at once, and technically the Naga and Technos can already do that, but I want more of that. I want to be able to, like, tag 20 dudes. 20 of them. Hello there. You are Glacia Labolus. Glacia Labolus. Yes, let's repeat that. Glacia Labolus. Labular. Say it with me. Labolus. That's fun to say, actually. Ah, man, there's that retarded man-child part of me coming out. Thanks for stopping by. Boost! To get through. Punch! To get through. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm disappointed in the fact that, like, most of the enemies in this game don't have clever gimmicks. Like, Final Fantasy IV had clever gimmick enemies, like... Wow, that did a lot. Okay, say for instance, the death masks. The frickin' death masks at the end of the moon area in Final Fantasy IV. Those were really cool. Those were really fun to fight. Because you had to rely more on melee attacks and you had to reflect shit. Those were awesome. Unless you're playing the DS version, in which case those are annoying because they have laser barrage. For whatever reason. Because Arc System Works hates you. Or not Arc System... Well, maybe Arc System Works. I don't know, I've never met all of Arc System Works in person, but they may hate you. I don't know, this is just from what I've heard. They may hate you. I don't know if you can, you know, put up with that, but they may. They might. I don't know if they know the real you. Or these wizards. The wizards, they may not know. Say it ain't so, I will not know. Wizards. 1 damage! You are very good at video game, good sir. He's the best around. Which is actually why I sent him to Wizard Town. That's where wizards go when they die. Heard it in a documentary once, it has to be true. When has a documentary lied? I mean, I love documentaries. That's how I learned that Spinal Tap is a real band. Okay, maybe not. Alright, doing a little bit more of that. Notice how we circled around. Notice how we aren't getting the crystal equipment that I thought we would. Okay, maybe it's a good idea that I went to buying things in Eureka after all. Okay, I'm sure there's more crystal equipment around here somewhere. Ooh. Maybe if one of these guys attacks Arc, they can do 2 damage. Or 1080. Oh no, Raffia, you better... Raffia... Raffia... I don't know what to do with you, girl. Alright? You've really gotta get your priorities straight. Well, what are you doing going around dying a bunch? It's not good for anyone. Arc. Shit. Let's go. I'm going to leave. I don't like you guys anymore. Let's use a Phoenix Down. Just as I thought we were gonna stop using Phoenix Downs. Turned out they come back from the depths. Rise again to get us once more. That's weird, it's like those zombies. Curse of the Zombie Phoenix. Actually, Zombie Phoenix sounds like fucking awesome, man. Zombie Phoenix is my metal band. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Nothing back there. Nothing that I know of. Maybe there's something over to the right. Not that I can see. Okay. Actually, I think in the next episode, we're going to be seeing what's up there. We could see it right now, but I don't want to. So we'll see you guys later. This is Tales from Rocket signing out. Thank you guys for watching.